I want you to tell me the very first thing that you see down there below you, or the very first impressions that you have as you come back down to the surface.
It's really bright and it's hot.
Really bright and hot? Okay.
It's like there's no shade. It's so hot.
Can you see where you are? Are you maybe in a desert?
It's just yellow sand and
okay, so there is sand.
Yellow sun, and it's really hot. And there's no shade.
No shade. No. Is there any vegetation at
There's
all?
no. There's so hot. There's just.
Okay. If it's too hot.
It's very yellow.
If it's too hot to bear, you could be an observer until you feel cooler, and then you could step back in. So everything's yellow, sandy, very hot. What's the terrain like? Is it flat? Or are there hills?
It's like dunes. There are some dunes.
Okay.
They're more in the distance. It's flat where I am.
Okay. Is it windy at all, or is it?
No, it's very still and hot.
Still, you probably wish there was a wind, huh? Okay. Are you by yourself out here in this desert? Look around you. Is there anybody else?
I have a camel.
Okay. You do have a camel. Are you riding the camel, or are you?
I'm off the camel.
Okay.
I think the camel is hot.
Yeah. Is the camel?
What are we doing? I'm looking. I don't know which way to go.
Are you lost?
I don't know which way to go. It was so hot.
Okay. Can you tell by the direction of the sun which direction you should be heading?
The sun is on the left.
Does it feel like it's morning sun or afternoon sun?
Feels like morning sun.
So the sun rises in the east. Which direction are you supposed to be heading? Do you know? Or do you know about the directions?
I don't know. The camel knows. I feel like I had to get off the camel. The camel knows.
The camel knows. You think?
I think the camel knows which way to go.
Or are you just like taking a break and then get back on the camel since it knows where to go?
I think I'm going to walk a little and see which way the camel goes. I think it goes to the right. We're going to go to the right.
Okay.
The sun needs to stay on the left.
So tell me about yourself. Do you feel like you're male or female?
I'm a man.
Okay. Can you tell about how old you are?
I'm in my 20s.
So a young man. Okay. Are you wearing any shoes on your feet in this hot desert?
I am. I have like sandals
Okay.
and a long dress, sort of.
Like a tunic or something?
Yeah, and it's yellow, sandy. Everything's yellow.
Okay.
The camel's yellow. Everything is yellow. I have a covering on my head. I have a beard.
Is the camel carrying some of your belongings?
Yeah.
Like blankets or tents or anything?
Water and tent. I feel like I'm doing something for my father.
Running an errand or something?
I feel like I don't want to disappoint my father.
Okay. So your father's sending you somewhere for something. You think?
Yeah. Well, what am I doing?
Is there anything that you're supposed to deliver?
I feel like I'm going to get something.
Oh, and bring it back. How would your father know about this thing on the other side of the desert? Has he been there himself?
I feel like we're traders, and I'm supposed to traders, not traders, or traders.
Right, I get you.
I'm supposed to get. I think I'm supposed to get more camels.
business? Okay. Okay.
I think that's funny.
And then you get to cross the desert again with a bunch of camels. Is that right?
This feels so, yeah, it's so hot.
Okay. Well, why don't we get you out of this desert? Let's condense time. And now you are where you were supposed to be going. Probably a town or a village or something. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's some colors here. I see some, it's like a market, and there are stalls, and there are colors, and there are textiles and rugs, and lots of there are lots of beautiful women, but they're covered, but they have beautiful eyes.
You can only see their eyes. Are you supposed to look for a particular camel trader, or do they?
I don't think I'm supposed to be looking over here in the market.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for.
That's just the first thing you saw.
Go
ahead, tell me.
I feel like I'm glad I'm here by myself without my father, so I can look. And I'm looking around. There are knives and swords and.
Have you been here before?
I have. I've been here with my father, and I couldn't look at things before. Now I'm a man. I can look what I want.
So this is your first time here without your father?
I don't want to disappoint him. I should go get the camels.
Well, there's no big rush. Is there something you want to do?
I need some food.
Oh, yeah. Well,
but I want to look at these other things.
Okay, yeah, take your time. Your father,
I would like to have.
He won't mind.
I would like to have this big sword.
You want that sword? Do you have something to trade for it, or do you have money?
I have coins.
Are you going to buy the sword?
No.
Are the coins meant for the camels?
The coins are meant for the camels.
Oh, so you don't have any way to get the sword? You don't have anything to exchange?
No, but someday I will buy this sword.
Okay, well, that's good. Yes, you're a man now. Do you know, are you going to get something to eat now?
Yes.
Do they have,
this smells so good.
People selling food at this
There's,
bazaar or whatever?
This man is selling some food.
Okay. So go ahead and get yourself something to eat. You've had a long trip.
I hope no one takes my camel.
Oh, did you tie him up somewhere?
I did. I see him. He's still there.
Okay, yeah, you should probably keep an eye on him. You don't know this town very well, right? You just try to keep your eye on him the whole time?
He spits.
I think all camels do
He
that.
spits.
They're not great pets.
He's a smart camel. This camel is smart. He's my camel. I've had him a long time.
Oh yeah, so he's attached to you.
Mm.
Okay, so after you get something to eat, are you going to look for a place to sleep? Like,
I have my own tent.
You're going to sleep in your own tent? That way you can stay with your camel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So are you going to rest up before you go looking for the camels to buy?
I'm going to get the camels and then...
You're going to get the camels and start heading back? Or get the camels and then pitch your tent?
I'm going to choose my camels and pay for my camels, and then I will sleep.
And then you'll get the camels later?
We'll leave in the morning.
Okay.
But I want to get the best camels.
Okay. You only get a short break before you have to go back across the desert.
I told my father would go.
That's what he expects.
Yes.
Take care of your business and get on back. Okay. So, you've got you pay for your camels, but you're going to pick them up in the morning. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so you go back to your own camel and you put up your tent. Does everything go okay with sleeping in the night? You have a good night's sleep?
There's some noise, but it's cooler at night.
Are you able to get some
There's
help?
a scorpion in my tent.
Oh no. Are you awake? Are you able to see it and get away from it?
I hear it. Can't find it.
You can hear it, you know it's a scorpion, but you can't see it to get rid of it.
I'm tired. I don't care if it stings me.
You don't care. I don't think scorpions usually kill people. So you go to sleep. Is everything okay? Do you wake up okay the next day?
Yes, go get so many camels.
How many camels?
I have 6 camels.
6? Including your own?
No, 6 plus mine.
So 7 total?
That's a lot of camels. I have to get them back. My father will be disappointed.
So no time to stop and see the sights? Or
I get some things.
Supplies.
Some supplies put them on the camels.
Okay. Is camels the only thing you were supposed to get for your father, though?
I get some food. I get some fruit. I get some.
So you have something to eat on your trip back? You mean?
I have some dried dates, and I have.
Okay.
I have some fabric. It's for my mother and my sisters.
Okay. So you're ready to head back on your journey back to the other side of the desert.
So
Can we condense time in this trip, or is there anything we need to see on your return trip?
no, it's just hot.
Just hot. Okay, well, let's just condense time and get you back home. So now you have crossed the desert already.
I have all the camels.
You have all the camels with you, plus the fabric, and
Fruit.
and the fruit. You didn't eat the fruit?
I ate some fruit.
Okay. So you find
I ate
your
some
dad.
meat.
You show him the camels. Is he happy?
He's so proud of me.
Well, that's good. Did your mom like the fabric?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me about your dwelling? I assume you live with both of your parents. You don't.
It's like a mud kind of house.
Okay.
It's
So
hot.
You live modestly then. Modest means. Okay. Does anyone else live with you? People.
My 2 sisters and my mom and my dad.
Okay.
And there are other houses nearby. My grandparents live close, and my uncles and their families live close.
So it's a community, a lot of people, probably tight-knit
Mm.
family. Are you happy living there and working for your father?
Yes. We're very successful.
Yeah?
Mm.
Okay. Well, now we're going to leave that scene. We're going to drift and float away from that scene. And you can go either forward or backward. And we're looking for an important day in this person's lifetime. An important day where something is happening. And now you are there. What do you see? What's going on?
My family is here, and I'm getting married.
Yeah? Are you in the same community?
Yes.
Tell me about your bride.
I think she is beautiful. She has beautiful eyes.
Did you know her before, or was this like an arranged marriage?
She's arranged. She's from another village.
Okay. And she's going to take up with your family now and become part of your family?
Yes.
Okay.
She's a little sad.
I'm sure. She's having to leave everything she knows. Is that why she's sad?
But she's beautiful. She's my wife.
Tell me a little bit about the wedding and the celebration that goes with it.
We have a feast. We have goat. We have a drink, a special drink.
What is it?
It's
Alcoholic drink?
yes. It's like a beer.
Okay.
But it's special. It's a special drink for the wedding.
Okay. Is there music and dancing?
The men dance.
Okay.
I'm dancing with my uncles and my father. The women don't dance.
Okay.
I'm a good dancer.
Yeah. Sounds like everybody's having a good, happy time. Hopefully, is the bride feeling a little bit better after getting to know your family?
My younger sister is taking care of her.
Okay, that's good.
She likes her.
Well, now we're going to leave this scene, and we're looking for another important day.
I have a son. My wife has a son. We have a son.
Oh, that's wonderful. Does he look healthy?
Yes, he looks healthy and strong.
That's good. And this is your first, right?
Yes, this is my son. And
how is your wife doing after giving birth?
oh, I can see only my son.
Oh, okay.
I guess she's alive. She's fine.
Okay. She probably.
I'm not paying much attention to my wife.
Well,
I see my son.
that's okay. That's okay. I mean, anybody would be excited when their first child was born.
I have other children. I have 2 daughters. But this is my son.
Oh, so did you have 2 daughters before you had the son?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now
So
I
you
have a
3
son.
You have 3 children.
Now I have a son.
Okay.
It's important that I have a son.
Yeah, I bet it is. Are you still working in the family business?
Yes, I'm very wealthy.
Okay. And you probably need a son to help carry on that work because you were the only son. Right?
Yes. And we have many women too.
Do you have more than one wife?
I do. I have 3 wives. This is
the first.
This is the first with the 3rd wife, and she has given me a son.
Oh, I see. So the 2 daughters came from the other wives?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything about your culture that means that whoever provides a son gets a higher ranking among the wives or anything like that?
This wife is good. Yes, she is. The other wives they're my responsibility.
Yeah.
My daughters are my responsibility.
You have a lot of mouths to feed, don't you? But you're wealthy, so it's okay.
My younger sister has not married. She is my responsibility as well.
Are your parents still around?
Yes, my father is older.
Your mother is not around?
Where's my mother? Oh, she is here.
I was just wondering why your sister is your responsibility. Is it just because you're the only son?
She is. I am the I'm the father. I am in charge now. I'm responsible.
So
My father is old. My father is.
So you're like the patriarch of that family?
Yes.
Okay.
My family is large. My family is large, but
Okay.
we have many goats and camels, and we have a good life.
That's very good. Well, let's drift and float away from this scene, and we're looking for another important day in this lifetime. Another day where something is happening, and now you are there. What's going on?
My son has died. My son was sick and he died.
Was he still a child when he died?
No, he was
An adult?
a young man.
That's sad. Was he the only son you ever had? Or did you have others?
Yes, he was.
Okay. I'm sure that's very hard on your family. So, let's see, I'm guessing you would probably be like middle-aged yourself? Not
Yes.
elderly.
Yes, middle-aged. Maybe
So,
40s.
what?
He was maybe teenage, young, like 17.
Oh, okay. So what does your community do when somebody passes away? Do they get buried, or what do they do?
We are building a funeral pyre for him,
Is
and the
there-
women are crying. His mother is crying. My mother is gone.
Okay. Is your father still around?
My father is crying. He is still here.
Okay. He must have been very important to the family, being the only son of the only son. It's sad that he passed away. Is there some kind of epidemic going around your community that your son caught, or did he get sick some other way, like an infection or something?
There was something,
Going around?
and there was no one else had it. There was something wrong. He was sick, and
Okay.
there's something in his stomach.
Okay.
There was pain and something.
All right. Well, now we're going to leave this scene, and we're going to go to this man's last day in this lifetime. And you can choose to be an observer if you want to. But we'd like to see what the last day was like. So now we are there. What do you see? What's going on?
I see my first wife.
She's with you in the end.
She is.
Are you like in bed? Do you know that the end is coming?
I do. I'm lying on like a mattress on. And my nephew, no, he's not my nephew. He's my uncle's son.
Is
My
with you?
uncle's son's son.
Mhm.
I'm confused. My first wife is with me.
Okay. Well, we don't have to know how everybody's related to you. You have some family with you on your last day. And it sounds like maybe you've been sick for a while. That's why they're there. Is that right?
Mm.
Okay. Well, now.
If something has happened to I've had a stroke.
Oh, okay. And you survived it, but not ultimately.
I'm
Right.
dying.
Okay. Well, now, whatever happened has already happened. and you're on the other side of it. From that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look back at the life, what did you learn from it? What do you think was the lesson?
To appreciate every moment and to not have so much pressure to be responsible because can work for things and strive and then they go quickly.
So just appreciate each moment, that type of
I didn't appreciate my wives, my mother, my son even enough. My father.
So appreciate the people in your life.
I should have bought that sword.
Oh, you never got the sword? Yeah. I bet your dad would have understood.
I wanted to be responsible.
Okay. So the lesson was kind of, don't always be a slave to responsibility.
Yes.
Appreciate and enjoy the moment.
Yes.
Am I getting that right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, now let's move away from that scene, leaving the person there to continue on his own path. And you can move either forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. You are now at another time and place. What do you see?
I'm in the forest. I'm a woman.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for berries.
Okay.
It's berry time.
Okay.
I'm finding blackberries. And I hope the animals haven't taken them all.
Are you hungry? Are you gathering for more than one person?
I'm gathering for my family. I'm the youngest daughter. I have 2 older sisters.
Can you tell me what kind of clothing are you wearing right now?
I'm wearing a dress and an apron and a bonnet on my head.
Okay. Did you get to the forest by foot? Is it close to where you live?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ride an animal?
No, I walked.
Okay.
I walk this path all the time. I look to see where I saw these berries. They're green. They were green. I'm going to check to see how many are ripe.
Berries are safe to eat?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So are you able to find what you came there looking for?
I got here just in time. They're ripe, but they haven't been eaten.
Right, because bears like berries. I think deer.
Deer berries,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, good thing you found them.
We have bears. We have deer. We have
I don't know about other animals like
snakes and
oh goodness, yeah. Do you live in the forest or just like on the outskirts?
I live on the outskirts of the forest. I live in a village, and the forest is close. And
oh, okay. Because I was going to ask if you maybe lived on a farm or something. You live in a village?
mm-hmm. But I go into the forest all the time.
Okay. So, what are you putting the berries in?
A basket.
Okay.
I made this basket.
Oh.
I made it from bark.
From bark? Cool. Okay, so let's take your basket of berries. I assume you're going to take it back to where you live with your say a village?
Yes.
Can
Oh.
you stand outside your home?
My home is made of, it's stone.
Stone, okay. Is it like a single building that's just for your family?
It's yes, but it's there are many others.
There are other buildings.
There are other homes in this village.
Right, okay. So it's made of stone. All right, go ahead and go inside.
The door is wood, and the floor is wood. And
Oh, you have a wood floor.
we have a wood floor, and this is a nice house. We have.
It's a nice house.
Mm,
Good. So when you went to gather berries, was that just something you enjoy doing, or is that something that your family needs to do to have food?
no, yeah, we get a lot of food from the forest.
Okay. Is that just
We have a
people
garden
do?
as well, but there are berries in the forest, wild berries, and we get mushrooms. We know which mushrooms we can eat from the forest, and
Okay.
there are also medicinal plants in the forest that they like to grow in the forest.
Right.
We don't take them all. We just take some, and we dry them.
You have a mother and a father?
I have a mother. My father is dead.
Okay. Is this gathering of medicinal plants and things, is this part of how you guys are able to take care of yourselves?
Yes.
Do you help other people?
My mother taught me. Others come to my mother. She knows many herbs, and she's a healer. Yes, she's a healer.
People pay or they exchange goods.
Yes.
So that you guys always have something to eat.
We have eggs, and we have
In your garden.
and we have chickens, and
Okay.
many people in the village have some animals, chickens and ducks, and people farther out have some sheep.
Okay.
But we live in the village.
Okay. So it's your mother and two other sisters who live in this house, is that right?
Yes, and I have a little brother.
Okay. But your father died?
Yes.
Okay. Well, sounds like your mother has the knowledge to keep taking care of the family.
Yes, and she teaches us.
That's good. Well, aside from learning about healing medicines and plants, does she practice any healing arts? Like, is she maybe...
She knows how to deliver babies too.
Is she a midwife?
Yes, she's a midwife, and
Okay.
and she knows how to bring a fever down.
And all her daughters are learning this as well,
Yes,
so that you can do it if you want.
we
to.
help her.
Okay. All right. Well, let's leave this scene, and you can move either forward or backward in this girl's lifetime. And we're looking for an important day in her lifetime. An important day where something is happening. Now you are there. What do you see?
I am marrying a farmer. We're moving to his house.
he live in the same village?
No. I'm moving far away from my mother and my sisters and my brother.
How did you meet this farmer if you live so far away?
He comes.
Trades or something?
He comes to the village. We have festivals.
Okay.
We meet.
So you knew him. It wasn't like an arranged marriage then?
No.
Okay. Are you happy with him?
Yes.
Did you marry him because you wanted to? Or was it expected because
It's time. It's time for me to marry. And
okay,
and I know healing things and
do you feel like he's a good person to spend your life with?
yes.
Okay, that's good. All right, so you're going to another village far away with your new husband. Did you have
We have a farm. He has a farm.
has a farm? Okay. Is he around the same age as you?
He's a little older.
Has he ever been married before?
No.
Okay.
His family also lives on the farm, but we have our house.
Your private house?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's drift and float away from this scene and look for another important day in this person's lifetime. And now you're there. What's going on?
I have a baby. I have a baby girl. And my sister is with me. My older sister.
Did she come to help deliver?
She did. She came to help me, and she stayed with me. She's been here with me for about a month and a half.
Are you glad to have her?
Yes, we laughed and talked and did chores together.
Did she bring news from home?
Yes, and my brother he's so strong, and he's a blacksmith. He's learning blacksmithing from the blacksmith who doesn't have an apprentice.
Oh, well, that's fortunate for him.
And my other sister, she's married. This sister is not married. She doesn't want to be married.
Is she staying with your mother then?
She's taking care of my mother.
It's kind of important since you don't have a father.
Mm.
You don't want your mom to be alone. And how is your mother doing?
She's older. She's good though. She's good.
Is your sister going to stay a while, or just to help you with the baby?
She's going to help me with the baby.
And then go back?
Yes.
Help your mom.
But my brother is helping my mom as well. He stays in the village.
So he hasn't married yet either?
No.
So he's
He's saving. He will marry soon.
Okay.
And he will stay in the village. He will be the blacksmith.
Okay. Well, it sounds like everybody's
I have a baby girl. My husband is
is
happy.
he happy?
He is happy.
That's good.
He wanted a boy, but he's happy with the baby girl.
Well, you might have a boy. You're not done, right?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, usually when people have farms, they want a lot of children to help with the farm. All right, well, let's drift and float away from that scene. And we're looking for another important day in this woman's lifetime. And now we are there. What's going on? What do you see?
Oh, my baby girl has died.
What happened? Do you know?
She was healthy.
Don't know what happened.
I don't know. She was healthy, and she got a fever, and she coughed a lot, and
Was there?
I used herbs
Yeah.
on her chest, like a poultice on her chest, and
It didn't help.
couldn't.
Was she the only one in the family who got sick, or is there something going around?
I didn't get it. My husband didn't get it.
Oh, I'm so sorry your baby girl died. Are you going to bury her on the farm? Or is there
There's a
village
special.
cemetery?
We'll bury her. We'll bury. There's a tree.
Okay.
We'll bury her under this tree
How will you mark her grave?
with stones.
Okay. Are there others buried around that tree?
Yes, others in his family.
Okay. All right. Well, that's very sad. Well, let's drift and float away from that scene. And we're going to move forward to the last day in this woman's lifetime. And you can be an observer if you want to. You don't have to experience any pain or discomfort, but we'd like to see the last day in this woman's lifetime. And now you're there. Can you tell me what's going on?
There's wind coming in through the window.
Bad weather?
No, it's a nice day. There's a breeze coming through.
And are you very old? Or are you still a young woman?
I'm not very old. I feel weak, but I'm not very old.
Okay. Do you feel like
My children are here. I have other
you
children.
have other children? Okay. Are they adult?
They're adult. I have a son with black hair.
Is your husband around?
My husband is here.
Are you in
He's old. He's old, and I hate to leave him.
So are you in bed? Like
I'm
they
in
all
bed,
know-
and there's
they
a-
know that you're going?
Yeah, I have trouble breathing.
Okay. Do you
I have a
cough?
son with, yes, and I have a daughter. I have another daughter. I have a son with black hair, and I have a daughter.
Okay.
She has red hair.
I bet you're in Ireland. Just a guess.
Stone, and there's the wind. The window is open. The air is helping. It helps me breathe.
Yeah. Okay. Have you been sick for a while?
I have so much grief in my chest. I have so much grief in my chest.
Because of your baby girl? Or have there been other deaths?
Yes, there's been a lot of loss. And I'm very tired, and there's so much grief in my chest. And I hate to leave my husband, but I'm so tired.
Yeah. Well, now whatever happened has already happened. And we're on the other side of it.
Oh,
Before we look over this lifetime, I want you to look around on the other side.
where's my daughter?
Yeah, I was wondering if your daughter was there to greet you or anybody else.
And my father's here.
Yeah. That's always
And my
nice.
mother's here.
Oh, so your mother
My
was-
mother is gone. She's here.
That's got to be comforting to have friendly faces when you cross. Well, now let's take a look over that lifetime. Can you see what was the lesson or the purpose of that life?
Oh, that death is not the end. Even though you can learn as much as you can to help extend life, death is not to be feared.
Okay, death part of life.
Mm.
Okay. And so how did you learn this lesson? Was it by your loved ones who passed? Is that what it's meant?
Yes.
Your daughter and your father?
I've lost my father and my daughter and my mother. And I lost people I tried to save.
Oh, yeah.
And they died.
Okay.
And there was so much sadness. But it's okay.
Okay. Well, now let's move away from that scene, leaving the woman there to continue on her own path. You can move either forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information for you. You are now at another time and place. And I'm going to stop and start.